This is Josiah Plays Pillars. No, this isn't Pillars of Eternity. What am I saying? This is Josiah Plays Sunless Sea. Wow, I almost introduced the wrong game. That would have been confusing. This is Sunless Sea, and I'm Josiah, and I'm playing it. So, hi. Okay, here we go. We're in Khan's Heart. I think we've done everything here that we intended to do, and we're ready to leave. What did my spies need? Prisoner's honey. Right. Now we've got 16 fuel and 15 supplies. The plan at this point was to head home to London. But I remembered something. I have to go to Gator's Morn to pick up the thing for the criminal. So I can't just go to Nuncio, Demo Island, and Mutton and home like I was planning. I have to go a little whoop, 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 down to Gator's Morn. So, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well stop at the Isle of Cats and, Wisdom, and then Gator's Morn, and then Pigmote Isle, and then Demo. I mean, I might as well hit all those ports. But here's the thing, I don't think I have enough fuel and or supplies to do all that. Because that is a lot. So let me look at my list over here of where I can buy fuel and supplies and how much it costs. Supplies are not terribly expensive at Khan's Shadow. What about fuel? Oh, fuel's pretty cheap at Khan's Shadow too. I mean, it's not as cheap as London, of course. But it's cheaper than a lot of these places, which really gouge you. Alright, I'll go to Khan's Shadow and get a little more fuel and supplies. Then I'll sweep down here. Clear a little of this black, clear this black, get the Isle of Cats, get Wisdom, get Gator's Morn, pick up my thing for the criminal guy, go to Pigmote Isle, go to Demo, go to Mutton, go home. Yeah? How does that sound? How does that grab ya? Grabs me. Grabs me right in my happy pants. Alright, now we're getting into too much information, I think. Khan's Shadow it is. Let us set forth! Oh, look at my terror, though. I probably need to be concerned about that. It'll be fine. Ogadi's Bridge. There's Khan's Shadow. I might have to run with lights on, because my terror is getting alarmingly high. Khan's Shadow is really cool. All these ships, all these boats, just mashed together into a agglomeration. Agglomeration? That's not even a word. It is now. It is the fuck now. Come on, here we go. Here we go. Alright, while we're here, we're gonna manually save. What can I do in Khan's Shadow while I'm here? The city that swam. I could get a port report. And that's about it. I'm not going to have anything carved for my hunting trophy because I need those hunting trophies. I have 6. I need 1 more so that I can turn them in to the dude. Alright, while we're here, let's go ahead and... Oh, I can get a crate of human souls here. Which I could then take up to... Who was it that needed the human souls? The Devilus on Mount Palmerston, I think. Should I buy that right now? How much hold space do I have? What does that say? Does that say 37 or 57? 57 is quite a bit. Maybe we don't buy that right now. But see, fuel's only 15 and supplies are only 25 here, which, while it's not as cheap as London or you know, Carnelian or Iron Republic or whatever, or Palmerston, it is cheaper than most of the other ports. Most of the other ports are at something like 20 and 30. So, how much do I need to buy is the real question. Buy a couple supplies. $18 fuel should be enough, shouldn't it? I sure hope so. Let's take another look at the map. Okay, we're planning to go down here. That's quite a journey. But I'm hoping that 18 fuel and 16 supplies is enough. Maybe we'll go to 20 fuel. No, because I'm going to get a ton of fuel when I go home to London, and I don't want all that fuel. So yeah, I'm not buying any more fuel here. I'm hoping that will be enough. I'm just going to hope that will be enough. I think it will be. I think it will be. Alright, we're done here. Let's go. I think I gotta run with lights on, though, because my terror is... Well, I'll leave them off for a little while. But when my terror gets too high, you know, I need to... Obviously, we can't let terror hit 100. That would be L bad. I don't know why it's L bad for some reason. It's just... Peter's Rocks down there. What is this? Flourishing of Years. Visage. Did I just discover a place? Oh, I discovered a port. Discovered Flourishing of Years. Discovering Kapalika Cove. What does this say? Discovered Visage. The false stars above are feral amber, like tiger's eyes. Stamford's Expanse, named for one who lost his child to cats. Alright, we gotta hit this place up. Let's see what's going on at Visage. Something still awaits me, so here we go. Hide your face. Hide all your faces. Manual save. This is the port of Visage, where faces may not be naked. That kind of looks like a face right there with the nose. Oh, and there's a giant... Yeah, that is it. There's a giant face right there, carved, looking up. Except one, a stone monument the size of a village church, serenely gazing upwards, without a mouth, apparently. Flourishing of Years. Oh, that's the name of the face statue, huh? I can go ashore, inward and upward. Once you set foot on Visage, you may be here for a little while. I can create a port report. You can at least interview those who are leaving. There's no shops. Alright, let's do a port report first. A departing merchant gives you a confused account of crocodiles and honey cakes and something about ear blockage. To this you add your own impressions about the street layout close to port and the types of commerce here. When the lights are especially bright, it is possible to make out the details of the profile of that great stone face. Port report Visage. What were they today? What were you? Alright, we're going to save again. And then we're going to go ashore. I don't know what kind of crazy story I'm getting myself into here. But I'm keen to find out. Terms. All those who enter must play their parts. The sign is visible only after you've crossed the threshold. On the lower slopes, stone buildings, flat roofs, archways. In the architecture, there lingers a memory of lotus and palm frond. The hill above is a face, forever looking up at the ceiling of the Unterzee. No one inhabits its cheeks or the hollows of its eyes. Let's check in at the customs house. One may not wander Visage at will. A changing room. All visitors must pass, one by one, through a room guarded by a person in the mask of a moon moth. Okay. Choice of masks. Masks in an assortment of shapes and colors await. Ask to go about without any mask. That's obviously a bad idea. Your own fair face will do for you, thanks very much. Ask the significance of the masks. Maybe there's more to it than a question of aesthetic taste. Choose the frog mask, it looks curious. Choose the locust mask, it looks voracious. Choose the bat mask. It looks threatening. Let's ask the significance of the masks. Assorted pestilences. Moonmoth explains. Each mask declares a different intention towards the denizens of Visage and must be accompanied by suitable behavior. The frog is for visitors who, though perhaps clumsy and unfamiliar with local etiquette, have come in order to observe local ways and to make uncouth comments about them. The locust is for those who seek profit in Visage and would carry away as many goods as possible. You prompt about the bat. Moonmoth hesitates. Bat is an ill-omened visitor, sent as a messenger or a spy. Bat always dies. Wow, okay, so bat's not a good idea. I think we'll start with frog. I should see what happens if I ask to go about with any mask. Let's do it. No? Moonmoth unfolds and folds its wings. Not suitable, it says. On Visage, everyone is masked. To walk on the island with your own face would give scandal. Got it. I figured that was the case, but... Alright, let's go frog mask. Looks curious. Rekekekekekek. Moonmoth lifts the mask and places it over your head. The eye holes are large, and they are fitted with spectacles. These improve your view of the environment, though you must look bulb-eyed from the outside. There is also a mechanism attached to the mouthpiece, which magnifies any sounds you make, even your breathing. You start to thank the Moonmoth, and it comes out as a booming croak. May you profit from your visit in knowledge, says Moonmoth. Its wings fold neatly over its back. Visage. Expertise in parts hasn't changed because it's lower than 3. Your mask quality is now 2. Frog mask. The role assigned on the island of Visage. Alright. Ashore in Visage. Visit the Library of Parts, so called because all the books are fragmentary, perhaps. Visit the Flood Court. The Moonmoth speaks as though you should already know what that is. End your performance and leave the island. You can't stay in character forever. Yet I can't do that because I don't have enough expertise yet. Well, let's check out the Library of Parts first. Stoop at the lintel. Enter the dark. A room of heavy stone, guarded by a golden statuette of a woman with outstretched arms. The scroll niches, sorted to correspond to a variety of masks. The jackal and the lioness, the crocodile and dung beetle. A woman in the mask of a lotus blossom is standing at a lectern, reading in silence. Steal the most valuable looking scroll for later sale. Not very fraud. Moonmoth stands to one side as your escort and tour guide. I can ask about the purpose of this room. What sorts of parts are they, anyway? I can study the scrolls in a bumbling way. They look very old, after all. I can write notes in the margins, if your frog glove will hold a pen, that is. I can try to steal the most valuable-looking scroll for later sale. Not very frog-like, but who cares? Let's ask about the purpose of this room. What sorts of parts are they, anyway? Filed under M for masked. Moonmoth explains. People think it means something like Library of Fragments, but this is wrong. The parts in question are like parts in a play. This is where the denizens of Visage come in order to learn how to perform their masks more accurately, more completely, with a truer spirit. Alright, let's study the scrolls in a bumbling way. Hearts guarded. Taking the nearest, you read it aloud. For guarding against the loss of the heart. Moonmoth takes it from you, rolls it tightly, and returns it to its niche. There are as many ways of guarding against the loss of the heart as there are different masks, it explains in that same light and indifferent voice. You now have 1 Visage expertise in parts. Okay. Let's visit the Flood Court. The Moonmoth speaks as though you should already know what that is. High water. The Flood Court is a long stone room with 2 ranks of columns on each side. Currently, the court is ankle-deep in water, though water stains on the stone show that the flood has often reached higher, sometimes up to the height of your waist. In a raised niche at the far end of the room sits a statue of a man with the head of a ram. He holds a jar from which water flows out onto the floor. I can ask about the purpose of this room. It doesn't really look as though it's good for anything. I can show oafish enthusiasm for this wonderful indoor pool. Frogs like pools, right? I can try to steal the statue's jug. It looks ancient and consequently valuable. I can spy on the other occupants. Close watch is what they need. Or I can tastelessly compare this room to other bodies of water. Frogs know water. Alright, let's ask about the purpose of this room. Depth per day. From a corner, Moonmoth picks up a graduated stick. He shows you how a person standing at the end of the room may dip the stick into the water and use it to measure the water level at a pre-selected point, and how the measurements are compared with measurements written on a calendar. If the water level does not match the calendrical position, an assembly of pipes and drains is used to adjust it. "It used to be," says the moth, "that the water rose and fell of its own accord, and the people before wrote down what height it reached. Now the water is still, but thanks to their actions we can replicate the rise and fall, so as still to be pleasing to the god of flood." Alright, that seems a little bit, unnecessary, but hey, do you, guys, do you. It completes this explanation with a half-body bow toward the statue of the ram deity. Alright. Let's tastelessly compare this room to other bodies of water. That's what we're supposed to do as a frog. Have you seen the Cumaean Canal? Moonmoth watches inscrutably while you talk about other bodies of water that have impressed you more than this one. Deeper, clearer, colder, more densely populated with fish. Other denizens move away from you and towards one another. Your social function is well performed. Expertise in parts is 2. A knowledge of roles and how they are to be played. Sometimes ignorance is freedom. Learning more will have complex effects. Well, do we want to do some more stuff here? Let's go back to the Library of Parts. Let's try writing notes in the margins to see what that does. If your frog glove will hold a pen, that is. Halt there! Moonmoth is startled. Apparently no other frog has gone so far as to attempt to deface the library's holdings. It gets the pen away from you, expostulating. Later, you find it writing down a record of what you just did. To be added to the Library of Parts, a recollection of what can be expected from frogs. Oh nice, I'm starting to redefine expectations. Number 3, aware of visitor roles. Let's go. Oh, I can't do anything else. Oh, I've got a new. I can't do these other 2 anymore, but now I have a new option. Trade masks with the Moonmoth. It has been making subtle overtures for some time. You only now understand them. It is keen to go. It draws you aside into a closet in the customs house. "Had enough of visage," it tells you frankly. "Here, you take my mask and pretend to be me, and I'll trade in the visitor mask and get on some departing ship. Get my life back." Oh, it wants to bounce. It's sick of this place. Its face, no, now you see, her face, is aging but unlined. A lifetime of never needing to use a facial expression. Wow, that would be weird. Aware of moth roll. My quality is now moth mask. Wow, so now I have the moth mask. I can go where I want because they think I'm the moth. Where do I want to go? I mean, I have all these options now. The house of the chief geometer. It is understood to be an honor. The temple of Apis. All the denizens of visage go there sooner or later. Or the side of the face. The stone cheek of flourishing of years is visited as a pilgrimage by the inhabitants of visage, and if you are in good favor, you too may go. Well, let's just kind of do these in order if we can. Let's hit up the house of the chief geometer first. Lines in wet ground. Each morning, the man in the cobra mask draws lines in the mud flat with a pointed steel rod. This apportions to each inhabitant a small trapezoidal area from which to harvest mushrooms and to scrape salt. No plot is ever preserved from one day to the next. That sounds overly complicated and weird. These people are strange on Visage. I mean, that's saying something in Sunless Sea, where the people are strange on every fucking island, but... This man is the chief geometer, the keeper of directions, master of land measures and sea measures. Now that I'm at the geometer's house, now you have been invited to his home. At the time customarily appointed for him to receive those who are not his equal in rank, yet not so far beneath him as to deserve to be ignored. What ceremonial gift will you bring? A string of rats? Cobras like to eat rodents, surely. A necklet of lapis beads? If they do not suit him, they may suit a wife of his. If they don't suit her, he can use them for an offering. A poem concerning snakes, copied on a new scroll. 800 lines on the scaly denizens of the snake pit. A comb made of bone. Perhaps he grows hair beneath his mask, which covers his whole head. Fresh candles. You have heard that he likes candles. I do have a candle. Bring nothing. It is impertinent for one of lesser rank to presume to show charity to a superior. Or do not go. It is necessary for him to offer, but incorrect for you to accept. Jeez, I don't know. I wish I had some way of finding out what the proper etiquette here is. Let's not go for a moment. Nothing lost, but nothing gained. You sit at home in a quake. When he sends a message to reprove you for your non-attendance, is this also part of the dance? I think I'm just gonna have to guess. Let's try... Well, let's just try the string of rats. The top one. See what happens. For the cat. The rats are accepted, but immediately passed on to the household cat. A sleek, black, satisfied creature, in its own small mask of filigree gold. They even have a mask on the cat. Nice. Awkwardly, this leaves you with no other gift for the geometer himself. You have no choice but to depart eagerly before someone thinks to have you remasked in a more embarrassing part. Okay, but my expertise in parts did go up. Let's try this again. What if we bring him a necklet of lapis beads? Actually, hold on. Oh, I'm not allowed to not go. Oh, bring 2 honey cakes. Isn't that the proper gift for lulling snakes? Well, let's try the necklet of lapis beads and see what happens. Feeling blue, he gives them to a servant with orders that they be crushed and the powder made to pigment, and the pigment used for painting. It is uncertain whether this is a deadly insult. You aren't thrown out of the house at any rate. This went up to 6. Alright, let's try bringing him a poem concerning snakes copied on a new scroll. Mixed results. He appears to be pleased by this gift, but it takes him aback as well. Several times he remarks that this sort of merchandise is something he would expect to be brought to the island by a bat. It requires a great deal of chittering and wing folding to persuade him of your moth nature. Ooh, what's this now? Enter the hollow of the ear. This is a journey of several steps and may conclude your current visit. A proud nose. It is a festival day. The great stone face has been illuminated from forehead to chin with blazing torches, so that the profile is visible from the side more clearly than you have ever seen it. Flourishing of years, he's awake, says the genderless figure in the crocodile mask. All the denizens of Visage are walking towards the ear together. There is a place in the procession which belongs by right to the wearer of your mask. Will I fall in line with the others? How else will you discover what lies within? Will I fall in line with the others, secretly bringing a flare with you? Perhaps you will need it, in the darkness where you are going. Will I strip off my mask and prepare to depart? With everyone distracted by this festival, your departure would not even be noticed. Let's just fall in line with the others. Let's not mess around with the flare this time. Among your own. You go as though you were truly one of them. You carry nothing with you but your mask and your costume. May your heart be as light as a feather, says the woman in the lotus blossom mask as you fall into line behind her. Ritual participant is now too, empty-handed, taking light into the dark places. Ooh, here we are. It's very dark. I might be eaten by a grue. Inside the hollow of the ear. The road you follow leads up through switchbacks along the side of the face, and finally to the ear of Flourishing of Years, and into the cave that is her ear. The tunnel bends back on itself, and all lights have now been extinguished. There is nothing to guide you but the hand of the person behind you on your back, and the movement of the person in front of you. The one who walks beside you wears a bat mask. Fortunately, the floor of the tunnel is very smooth and presents no stumbling blocks. Sound carries strangely in this place, however. Sometimes you cannot hear your own footsteps, and sometimes a breath comes back to you audible from some place ahead in line. Do I try to run? You do not really know what this festival is or what it means. Or do I continue? There is a secret in the dark. Of course we're going to continue. We are adventurers. In line. The footsteps of the people are steady and synchronized, and you go together. For how many years has this been done, and for how many will it be done in the future? "Watch your step here," says Batmask to you in an under voice. Its accent is the accent of Wolfstack docks. "Floor's about to get squishier." And sure enough, it does. Ritual participant has gone up to 6, empty-handed and brave. Deep within. At last, the tunnel opens out. You and all the other congregants spread out in a cavernous space. A voice speaks in the darkness, a ritual preparation. "Here at the new year we gather under the one mask of Flourishing of Years. Her face is turned to the gods. Protected by her mask we may remove our own. Protected by her script we may speak outside our parts." Here and there is the sound of people fumbling with ties and strings. Your own face feels different with the mask off. I can wait and listen. There are things here to learn, perhaps to your advantage. I can tell one of my own secrets. All this time under the mask, it would be freeing. I can fight the urge to giggle. What curious practices they have here. I can receive the confidence of a stranger as holy. Those who come as spectators may remain as participants. Let's just wait and listen this time, and see what we hear. Oh, I gained a secret. Well, hello. 100 fragments, nice. Not much for blackmail. You move stealthily through the dark, hearing one knot of conversation and then another. The secrets exchanged do not offer much leverage. You can't see the owners of the secrets. Here and there, you catch the smallest fragment of something that might serve you on a future occasion. The memory of a voyage east, a half-rumor about the Carnelian coast, a muttering about the Admiralty. The hour of confidence is drawing to its end. If there is anything else you need to do, now is the time. Apparently I will do nothing. Let the ceremony end according to the proper rites. Last bell. Ooh, I got a captivating treasure. And a secret. Wow, this place is rad. I'm getting hooked up here. Last bell. At the end of the hour, there comes a woman with a feather of shimmering silver, which she tucks into your hand. Symbol of the innocent heart that will not be eaten by the jackal. Not being eaten by the jackal is good. I'm for that. Then a bell rings, and the time of speech is over. You all begin to put your masks back on. It is possible, you cannot know for sure, that in this cover someone has exchanged a mask with someone else. It is an orderly and perfect line that emerges again from the ear of Flourishing of Years. If anyone watches from above, they must surely be satisfied. Gained a secret and a captivating treasure. You'll look away eventually. And my quality has gone up to 9, Respecter of the Sacred Mysteries. And hello, Noxmoo, good to see you. How are you, my friend? How are you this fine evening? And it's time to go, I guess. End your performance and leave the island. You can't stay in character forever. I like this place. I want to come back here and try different things. Visage is cool. Calmer. When the other citizens are distracted, you find your way to the familiar customs house and rid yourself of mask and robe. There is satisfaction in laying aside a role well performed. And I've lost 10 terror. That's great. Visage, your mask quality is gone. Hide your face, hide all your faces. Okay, I'm not allowed to go inland again right now because I don't have something awaits. I'm doing well. I'm doing well as well. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad everyone here is doing well. There's a great amount of well-doing going on here, and all of us are participating in it, and that's great. Alright, so let's get out of here, I suppose. Cool. I feel like I did well here. I got a couple of secrets and a captivating treasure, and nothing bad happened to me, and I lost 10 terror. So Visage was good to me. Very good to me. Alright, let's roll with lights off for now. There's Peter's rocks. Thought I'd light them up. Oh, that Peter and his rocks. I really want this to go away right now, so I'm gonna waste a little bit of fuel going up there and getting rid of that. Yay, well, right? That's what I'm saying. Then we'll go to the Isle of Cats. Yeah, we've entered a fog bank. That's not good for our terror. Really not. I'm gonna turn the light on. Hope I have enough fuel to get home. Maybe I should have bought more in Khan's Shadow. Maybe I should go back to Khan's Shadow and get more. I don't know. Now we head straight south to the Isle of Cats. And will something await me? Yes, it will. Thank you. Let us quickly save. Hey, Sido, how you doing? Good to see ya. Unless you have agoraphobia, in which case fog is probably quite welcome. Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know, though, if that would really work. I think, wouldn't you still be aware that you're in a wide open space, even if there was fog? I'm not sure if it would be as scary or not. I don't have agoraphobia. Alright, I'm back. Fuel and supplies are expensive here, but I could get some if I needed them, but I think I'll be okay. Tending the rose garden. Oh, that's right. She wants somebody. I don't remember why I didn't do this the last time. You're not agoraphobic, just guessing? Yeah. I'm good as well, thanks. Thanks for asking. Alright. I guess we'll do this. We've read this before. I guess we'll offer her a crewman. You just happen to have brought one with you. Handy, that. I don't know. I'm not feeling this. I'm not going to do this right now. I'm not going to do this right now. So, what can I do at Port Cavendish? I can go to the Honey Tongue, Cavendish Abbey, compile a port report. That I'll do for sure. Apparently I'm not allowed to buy a shipment of red honey because I don't have a key to the cage gardens. Yeah, I am doing that route. I've done it. I've done it a couple times now. Well, I've modified it slightly. I'm not going all the way down to Adam's Way this time. I'm just going back to London to sell the parabola linen. But yeah, I've got a ton of parabola linen on me. Well, not a ton. I've got some. I've got 41. That's all that I had room for in my hold this time. But I want to do it where I have very little fuel and supplies in the beginning so that I can take even more wine, and then I'll just refuel and resupply along the way. But so far, I hadn't actually done it that way. I went down and sold it at Adam's Way last time, but this time I was just kind of like, you know, I came up here, And I could have come all the way back down here and made the full loop, but I decided I didn't want to. I just wanted to kind of come back. Of course, I have to go to Gators Morn this time for a thing for the Blind Bruiser. So otherwise, I would have just gone straight across here to back and back to London. But I came down this way because I have to go to Gators Morn this time. It's good. It's good. It's lucrative. It's awesome, actually. Although the first time I went and tried to do it, Saito, it didn't work because I couldn't trade I couldn't trade the mushroom wine for the coffee beans at the Empire of Hands because the first time you go there, it won't let you. You have to come back with the Delightful Adventuress to unlock that. So the first time I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't I trade this wine? And so it didn't work. So then I had to come back a second time with the Adventuress to unlock the story to be able to do it. You didn't tell me about that. Alright, so we're at the Isle of Cats. You do this time, I see. I prefer to taka vroom. Sorry forgot about that. It's okay, it's alright. Alright, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I guess I want to go to Cavendish Abbey and see what's going on. Apparently I can't do anything at Cavendish Abbey. Can I do anything at the Honeyed Tongue? I've met with the King's Claw before. She doesn't like me, though, because I think she says I belong to Zara instead of... Or they don't like me. Promises made. We've read this. Yeah, here, see? You're already taken. So I can't get the patronage of the King's Claw because apparently I already have the patronage of Zara. So Zara wants a crewman from me, and I'm not sure what to do. We'll be right back. Alright, see you in a second, Saito. I'm not sure if I should give her a crewman or not. It seems like she really would probably rather have one of these officers, but I don't want to give up an officer at all. Am I using the Irrepressible Cannoneer? I am. He's my only gunnery officer. That's not true. I also have the Presbyterian Adventuress. Suppose I could give up the Cannoneer, but I don't want to. What if I just give her a... If I just give her a crewman? You just happen to have brought one with you. Handy that. Gain 10 terror. That's not great. I gained way more supplies than I ever wanted to have. Memories of Salt and Zee. She'll do nicely. Won't you? Yes, I think so. Yes. Have you had a little accident, my dear? No matter. The flowers like the ammonia. Uh-oh. Man, I feel kind of bad. I made a sacrifice to the Rose Garden. She prefers Lady of the Gardens or just Zara. Gain 10 terror, lost 1 crew. That's not good. 100 fragments is nice. 10 supplies is okay. I mean, free supplies is cool and all. I didn't want that many supplies, really, at this point in my career, but okay. A walk with the Lady of the Cages. Leopold has a particular fascination with the surface. He still thinks of it as home in some ways. Endearing, isn't it? She doesn't wait for your answer. Personally, I've drunk the memories of so many homes, I couldn't pick a particular one out of the lot. Tricky things. Still, it does make him easier to buy birthday presents for. Have I muddled this up? I did say I set up a meeting with the king for you, didn't I? Well, I did. I can bring Leopold a gift. Someone with memories from the surface. Someone with memories from the surface. It's not his birthday exactly, but you'll want to make a good impression. You politely decline. You are not entirely sure you wish an introduction to the Pirate King, and you are not terribly keen on the transport of unwilling gifts, as it were. Refusal will lock you out of further work for Zara. And what happens if I say yes to this? Your patron dismisses you with the advice that the Cumaean Canal is the likeliest place to source such a particular gift. Oh, going up to the surface and stealing somebody and bringing them back. You're back with the true Canadian delicacy, poutine pizza. I don't know what that is. I've heard of it before. I've heard it mentioned by another Canadian person before, but I don't actually know what it is. In fact, I think I've asked somebody what it was, and they told me, they linked me to something, and I saw what it was, and I've completely forgotten. Completely forgotten what it is. Isle of Cats, Lady of the Cages, patronage quality is now 7, a friend of Zera. Objective, seeking a gift for the Pirate King is now 1. You are seeking a gift for the Pirate King. So I need to go to the surface to steal a person to bring to the Pirate King, I guess. That seems like a terrible thing to do. Where there are roses. I guess we're done here. I hope I'm not going to need any more fuel to get home. 13 seems like a small amount, especially since my terror is so high, so I really want to run with lights. It's a long journey. Let's look at my list of places where I can buy fuel. Wisdom, I could buy fuel for 20, if I need to. Gator's Mourn. Fuel is really expensive there. It costs 30. Pigmode Isle, you can't buy fuel. Demo Island, you can buy it for 20. Well, I've got enough to get to Demo Island for sure. So then if I'm, like, out by the time I get to Demo Island, I can buy a little bit there to get me home to London. Mutton, you can buy it for 20 as well. So I should have enough, at least to get to Demo Island, I think. French fries covered in gravy and cheese curds. Ah, yes. That on pizza? What? That sounds like madness. What kind of crazy... I mean, it sounds like it could be either awful or amazing. But the idea of it is just... well, it's pretty nuts. That's like when people eat, like, deep-fried donuts or, like, bacon-wrapped, whatever. Stuff that shouldn't have bacon wrapped around it, wrapped with bacon. Before you tried it, you thought it sounded disgusting, but then you tried it and learned how foolish you had been, huh? Alright. I'm concerned about my fuel, but I'm also concerned about my terror. I need to keep the light on, I think. Otherwise, my terror is going to get too high before I get back to London. Oh, man. This is not going well. I hope I don't run out of fuel or get too much terror by the time I get to London. Alright, we made it to Wisdom. Let's just save on 10. There's nothing we can do here, I don't think, except for get a port report. Apparently we can try to ransom a prisoner or rescue a prisoner. But it's unlikely to be profitable unless you have someone specific in mind, and I don't have anyone specific in mind, so... let's get out of here. Basically what they do is replace the tomato sauce with gravy, with cheese on top, and a layering of French fries. That sounds pretty fucking crazy. I can't even really imagine whether that would be good or not. It's from Pizza Hut? No, the US does not have access to that. I guarantee the US does not have that. Well, at least not the part of the US I'm in. Maybe up there, if you're, like, live near Canada, you might be able to. Like, if you live in, like, Wisconsin or Michigan or something, maybe you can get it. I don't know. Oh, man, my fuel. Oh, man, my terror. Alright, here's where I had to go to pick up the thing. Let's go to number 11 here. Step carefully. Alright, first things first. Shivering Corsair with a package. Oh god, they're cold! Take them from me! Take them! Where's my money? Don't you cheat me! Take them, but I want my money! Alright, this is our thing that we're doing for the cheery man. a sigh of relief. Oh, I feel it lifting. It's gone from me. You never saw me. I got my unstamped crate of Brilliant Souls now. Return to the Blind Bruiser in London. Don't lose your cargo. Yeah, well, you're right. It didn't help with my terror when you sacrificed one of my crew members for the lulz. Yes, that's true. That did not help with the old terror. I could probably reduce some terror right here if I want to spend 50 echoes. Explore the Morn. Gather intelligence. 53% chance. Saving on 12. Yeah, I know. But I had to advance my quest with that person. What do you want from me? Thales gives you 53%. Oh, I can't afford to lose one crew right now. I cannot afford that. That puts me underneath the halfway thing, which puts me in fucking a bad place. Succeeded. Okay. I got my port report. Immense hoard of drowning pearls. Do I want to explore them more? Let's save again. Oh, don't worry. I would only do it to that Zailer. I would never do it to the rest of you lot. When terror is high, it leads to bad ends at the limpet. Really? Well, I just saved. Let's see what happens, and then I'll reload my save. A rousing evening, nevertheless. Your crew teaches the limpet a whole cycle of epically filthy sea shanties. At one point, you could swear you hear your name inserted in one of the more complex verses, but you maintain a diplomatic silence. Lose 5 terror, lose 50 echoes. That does not seem worth it. That does not seem worth it. I think I'll make it to London before I run out of... Before my people go mad and start revolting. Explore the Morn. Let's explore the Morn. Ah, the riddles. Man, I suck at the riddles. 18%. 26%. Even the little nothing 1 echo riddle I only have a 53% chance on. Fuck it, riddles are for children. Let's just go. Let's just go. Definitely not buying this crap here because it's way expensive. Concealed compartment. Equips to aft. No, okay, let's go. Do I have enough fuel? Do I have enough terror? Or unterror? We shall see. Oh, I'll lose some terror at Pigmote Isle when I feast there, though. That's good. So then it's just a matter of do I have enough fuel to get to Demo Island? And I think I do. In fact, fuck it. Turning the light off. Turning the light off. Uh-oh. Home. A Zailer runs to the rail, stripping off his clothes as he goes, beaming rapturously. Home! He cries. Home! Let it go. No, I cannot lose a crewman right now. I cannot lose a crewman. It'll cost fuel and time and useless unless he comes to his senses. And unlocked with... Oh, fuck. 1 fuel. Alright, let's try it. No! I can't have that! That's not acceptable. No luck. Waving, shouting, circling. Flung lifebelts. No good. He swims south toward the Elder Continent. His head is visible in the faint light of the false stars, silhouetted as he bobs above a wave. Something rises from below to take him, and he's gone. No, that is no fucking bueno right there. Negatory. Nope. Oh, I need to explore again. Fuck it, I'll try a 1 echo riddle. I failed. Gained 5 fragments though for 1 echo. I guess that's not bad. We can't lose any crew here, Zaylor. Swim time! Yeah. That's pretty much how it went. Let's go. We can't have that. Turning my lights off. No, I can't get in a fight right now. Look at my hull. 60 out of 300. Not to mention the fact that I don't have the fuel to fuck around with a fight. Oh, now I just... Oh... Let's go. Let's go. There's Massey Shaft. Maybe that ship is scared of me, because I am in a much bigger ship. Oh, down to 7 fuel. That's not making me feel real confident about my life. You've got this hugely long fucking pier that sticks out here. I have to get around. Alright, there's my something awaits. Terra's up to 79. 2 houses, both alike in dignity. Alright, a banquet though. And a port report, yes. And a banquet. Oh, I could request repairs here. I wonder if I should get repairs here or back in London. Will they repair me all the way up for 95 echoes? Because that could be worth it. Sato says, in fairness, I'm fairly certain that the Zaylor realized that statistically he had a better shot of surviving by leaping overboard than staying on the ship. That's fucked up. It's fucked up, Saito. $95 echoes. I wonder if that's really, like, more than I would pay. I don't think I'm going to pay the 95 echoes. I think I am going to do a banquet, though. Oh, I only lost 5 terror? I was hoping it would be more than that. Well, okay. We'll be alright. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We can make it to Mo. Turning the lights off. I'm gonna run right up to the edge of terror. The edge of terror! Dun dun dun! We can do this. We can do this. My fuel, though. My fucking fuel. See, now I'm not sure. Should I buy fuel or should I just let it ride with the fuel that I've got? Well, I can get it for mutton at the same price as I can get it here. Demo 20, mutton 20, yeah. Terror warning, squatters, hide your tea. Good thing we're nowhere near Frostbound. They're building up 77. Let's be honest, every single member of your crew is going to die, replaced by a constant stream of gullible fools whose only sin is being ill-informed enough not to know about your reputation. Hey, not that many people of my crew have died. Well, I mean, okay. Some have. Mistakes have been made. Alright, we'll have tea with the Factor, explore Demo Island, accept a volunteer. Port report. One of company's Bolligus fellers has negotiated an early release from her contract. It's the sproutlings, she tells you, her face pleading. I keep picking them out of me porridge, and me hair, and me eyes. Take me away. I'm a good worker. Alright, we'll take another person on the crew, just in case. Signing up. You pay the release fee to the factor and your new sailor settles in. Ready to sail now? 1 echo. Now that is a cheap crew member. Oh. That's all I could do here. Alright. Do I need to... I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need to buy any fuel. Psh. 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 I don't need to buy any fuel. Just in case. Yep, that fills me with confidence that that sailor will enjoy a long and healthy life. Now if a sailor jumps overboard out of sheer madness, I'll be fine. I won't be below the minimum. Look, all you fuckers are expendable. If need be, me and my 3 claymen can take this ship home. It'll be slow, but we can do it. Get off me. Do not even think about it, Megalops. You're thinking about it, and I tell you again, do not even think about it. Stop thinking about it. Alright, we made it to Mutton Island. We'll be okay. We have 4 fuel. That's enough to get home, right? Port report. Explore the shore. Let's explore the shore. More riddles, damn it! I'll bet an echo on a simpler riddle. I failed. I gained 5 fragments. Fine. A whale's eye? The fisherman chuckles and pounds the ground with a fist. City folk! He crows. City folk! Ah, pay up! Alright. Fucker. Alright, seriously though, I really don't need any fuel, right? Like, I'm just going right there. 4 fuel should certainly be enough to get me there. Do I have recent news? Do I have recent news? Do I have recent news? What does recent news look like? If a person... I do have it. Alright, I need to stop at the lightship then. Alright, in our next episode, we will finally make it home to London. We'll sell all the parabola linen. It will be good times. But that's going to be next time. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Sunless Sea.